Yeah. The horses are now going into the starting stalls at Wolverhampton for the Panto Stakes, 1 mile, 1.5 furlongs on the all-weather track. And in the dark blue and white checks towards the inside, that is the favourite at 3-1, Twanky's Widow, who moves into the starting stalls, a horse who had some really good form in America a couple of seasons ago, where they have lots of dirt racing. And this horse is certainly suited by this surface at Wolverhampton. Indeed, he's already a course and distance winner. But 5 of the runners in this race have already won over this exact course and distance. Another of them is number 3, Oh Yes He Is, in the purple and yellow hoops, moving in now and is a 6-1 chance. At 7-1 is the one horse, Fee 5 Faux Fum, who will be the last of the 8-strong lineup to load. 1 mile, 1.5 furlongs ahead of them, just over a circuit of the course. They're in the gate, and they're off. They broke in a good line, just a little bit slow to the inside. Oh Yes He Is in the purple and yellow hoops, being chased along in the early stages. It's the favourite who is out in front. Twanky's Widow, with just over a circuit to run, leads now by a length. The dark blue on the outside, Wicked Stepmother is racing in second. Idle Jack is in third, and Oh No He's Not is in fourth. Towards the outside, He's Behind You is in 5th position as they go into the first turn. Aladdin's Lamp is next in the green with the red cap, and then the purple and yellow hoops of Oh Yes He Is, and at the back of the field is Fee 5 Faux Fum. They have gone very, very slowly through the early stages of this contest, and it's Twanky's Widow who leads them towards the back straight and the final 6 furlongs. The lead is a length. To the outside, Wicked Stepmother is racing in second. To the inside, in the white colours with the red cap, Idle Jack is in third. Towards the outside, Oh No He's Not is in fourth. Aladdin's Lamp to the inside in 5. The beige and green colours of He's Behind You, followed then by Oh Yes He Is, and still at the back of the pack, Fee 5 Faux Fum. Midway down the back stretch they go. Twanky's Widow, the favourite, still leads by half a length. In the noseband to the outside, that is Wicked Stepmother. Towards the inside, Idle Jack, followed through by Oh No He's Not. Pushed along to the inside, Aladdin's Lamp is next. Followed through by Oh Yes He Is. To the outside, He's Behind You. None behind it now. He's dropped back to the tail of the field, and through on the inside, Fee 5 Faux Fum is making ground. They come towards the home straight. 2 furlongs to go. Still, the favourite has the call. Twanky's Widow out in front by a length and a half, and now he goes for home, whipping round the outside. Here comes Aladdin's Lamp, lit up and now taking dead aim at Twanky's Widow. Back in third is Idle Jack. Towards the outside, Oh Yes He Is stays on. So too, Fee 5 Faux Fum. It is Aladdin's Lamp who has got the lead, well inside the final furlong. Twanky's Widow well held now in second. Up towards the line, it is Aladdin's Lamp in front. Up for second, Idle Jack. Third was Twanky's Widow, and in fourth, Oh Yes He Is. Number 8, Aladdin's Lamp, is the winner and is returned the 4-1 second favourite. Second, number 7, Idle Jack at 5-1, and third, number 5, Twanky's Widow, the 3-1 favourite. first racecourse in North Yorkshire is the scene of the Old MacDonald Stakes. 1.5 miles is the trip. Runners now going into the starting stalls, which are situated midway up the home straight, so just over a complete circuit of the track ahead of them here on good to firm ground. In the green with the yellow sleeves and cap, that is the Southern Raider, number 2, Woof Woof, going in. A 7-to-1 chance, a horse who's shown good form in the south, but tries his hand up north for the first time today. In the orange and dark blue quarters, that is number 3, Cluck Cluck, a 9-to-1 chance. A good horse, but a horse whose best form has come over much shorter trips. Will the stamina hold out over 1.5 miles? In the purple with the grey star is number 4, Quack Quack, a 12 times winner, and the 6-to-1 chance is bidding then for a 13th career success. It hasn't won for quite some time. And in the pink and maroon chevrons, that is Oink Oink, number 1, an 8 times winner, a 9-to-1 chance today. 1.5 miles ahead of them. They're in the gates, and they're off. And the first to break the line, Quack Quack in the purple jacket, pushed along to try and get a good position. Moo Moo, the horse with the white blaze and the sheepskin noseband. Meow Meow is also prominent and taken quite wide in the early stages. Cluck Cluck, and it's Cluck Cluck who's now crossing over and has got the lead as they come up past the enclosures with the circuit to go. Cluck Cluck goes on to Moo Moo in second. Nay Nay pulling quite hard. White colours with the black cap on the inside, racing now in third position with Meow Meow towards that one's outside. The favourite's got the red cap, that is Bar Bar on the outside of Quack Quack. Woof Woof is last but one, and Oink Oink is last of the 8 as they go towards the back straight. Cluck Cluck's lead is just over a length to Moo Moo in second, Nay Nay to the outside in third and racing quite freely. Then there's a length and a half to Meow Meow towards the outside of Quack Quack, Bar Bar, and then 2 further lengths to Oink Oink, who's racing on the inside of Woof Woof, nicely settled at the back of the field. So they go towards the final 7 furlongs, and it's Cluck Cluck who leads now by half a length. On the outside is Nay Nay, who's still racing choke out. Between horses is Moo Moo, and then 2 lengths to Meow Meow. A further couple of lengths to the outside is Bar Bar. The rail runner is Quack Quack, and still 2 more lengths to Oink Oink and Woof Woof at the back of the field. Through the halfway point they go. Orange on the inside, Cluck Cluck. White colours on the left as we look down the track is Nay Nay, and between rivals, Moo Moo. 2 lengths to Meow Meow, stalking the leading trio. Then Bar Bar, who's getting closer. On the inside next is Quack Quack. Woof Woof is now last but one, and Oink Oink is at the back of the field. They come inside the final 5 furlongs, and Cluck Cluck's lead is down to only a head. Round the outside, here comes Moo Moo, and Moo Moo has now just got the lead. Cluck Cluck tries to kick back towards the inside. Now as they come down the home straight, it is Meow Meow back in third. Nay Nay is driven. Bar Bar travels well between horses. Woof Woof making ground on the wide outside. Then Oink Oink, and now just the back marker is Quack Quack. All of a sudden the stamina's run out for Cluck Cluck, and it's all changing at the head of affairs. Moo Moo taken on by Woof Woof to the outside. Bar Bar the red cap, and it's now Bar Bar who has got the lead. Inside the final furlong they dash. Bar Bar's lead is a length. Woof Woof is in second. Meow Meow, and on the inside Moo Moo. Half a furlong to go. Bar Bar and Woof Woof. Bar Bar, Woof Woof, Woof Woof. Got there. Woof Woof in the last stride has beaten Bar Bar into second, Moo Moo in third, and Meow Meow finished fourth. So the Old MacDonald Stakes goes to number 2, Woof Woof. The dogs were barking about this one. 7-to-1 the odds of reward. Second number 7, Bar Bar, the 3-to-1 favourite. Third number 8, Moo Moo at 4-to-1. We're in the sunshine of Wincanton for the Vile Villain Chase. A long-distance race. It's over 3.5 miles, 22 fences. And there in shot is number 2, Lord Sauron, who's already a winner here at Wincanton, but not over this trip. This could just stretch his stamina today. He's ridden by his regular jockey, who's a leading lady rider, and is an 11-to-1 chance on the betting boards. The grey is Lex Luthor. This is a horse who's held up in the early stages of its race as number 3, Lex Luthor, and again should be able to get the trip, but hasn't tried 3.5 miles before. The favourite at 3-to-1 on the betting boards in dark blue with red crossbelts. It's called Lord Voldemort. Number 6, Lord Voldemort, was third last time out. Is another horse like the 2-horse Lord Sauron, who's already won here at Wincanton, and does look like a young horse who could well appreciate this step up in trip. Now they're being called into line. No starting stalls for a jump race, and they're off and running. So they have 3.5 miles, 22 fences in a real stamina test, and it is Professor Moriarty in the light blue and black quarters who goes on early to Count Olaf towards the outside as they cross over the first. The blinkered for the very first time, Professor Moriarty, led by a length and a half, to Count Olaf in second, and then in the pale blue to the inside rail, that is Dr. Fu Manchu, who is racing in third. Dr. Fu Manchu has won its last couple of starts. The favourite, Lord Voldemort, is racing now in a share off third. Towards the outside is Lord Sauron. Then in the pink and purple, right on the inside rail, Dr. No. The red and green silks of Mrs Coulter, last but one, and held up as he usually is, Lex Luthor, the grey, at the back of the field. They go over fence number 2. They take 3 fences in the home straight, and quickly they go towards the third. The leader is Professor Moriarty, led there by just over a length to Count Olaf in second, and in third, Lord Voldemort. Towards the outside in the dark blue with the pink epaulettes, that is Lord Sauron. The light blue on the inside, Dr. Fu Manchu. The horse with the noseband is Dr. No, and the 2 who are slightly detached from the main body of the field after the first 4 fences are Mrs Coulter up on the outside of Lex Luthor. So they now have 2 circuits ahead of them as they now race towards the setting sun for the first time. It is Professor Moriarty, certainly woken up by the blinkers for the first time, leads by just over a length as they go towards the water jump, to Count Olaf in second. Towards the inside, Dr. Fu Manchu is in third. The favourite, Lord Voldemort, is in fourth as they go over the water, and then towards the outside, Lord Sauron. Towards the inside, Dr. No, and then Mrs Coulter. And Lex Luthor jumped the water very, very slowly, the grey horse. He jumped out violently away to the left and extremely slowly, and the jockey's just looking down to see whether Lex Luthor is actually okay and whether he's going to continue in the race. He certainly was extremely slow there, the grey, and he's now a long, long way behind the others. So they're over the first of the 4 fences down the back straight, and fence number 7 coming up to them now is the first of the open ditches, and it was Professor Moriarty. The jockey asked for a big jump, and Professor Moriarty stood a long way off that, and just confirming at the back of the field, Lex Luthor has indeed been pulled up, so the grey Lex Luthor is out of the contest. They go over the penultimate fence in the back straight for the first time, and it's Professor Moriarty who leads the way to Dr. Fu Manchu towards the inside. The light blue with the red sleeves, that is Count Olaf, who's in a very close third, and then Lord Voldemort, who is over in fourth. Towards the outside, Lord Sauron in fifth. Just being pushed along at the end of the first circuit in the pink and purple is Dr. No, and ridden very patiently at the back of the field is Mrs Coulter, who is now last of the 7 who remain in the contest. Not yet at halfway, they've only jumped the first 9, and down the hill towards the 10th, with Professor Moriarty leading by a couple of lengths. Just going a little bit close, but he's over safely, and also just going through the top of the fence on the outside was Lord Sauron. They make the turn into the home straight for the second time. Professor Moriarty leads. To the inside, Dr. Fu Manchu, and then in the red sleeve jacket towards the outside, Count Olaf. Taken wider still is Lord Sauron, followed by Lord Voldemort, who's between horses. A break then of a length and a half to Dr. No, and still held up at the back of the field is Mrs Coulter as they come into the wings of fence number 11. Professor Moriarty has had a tendency just to go through the top of his fences, flicks through the top of that one, but didn't lose any momentum at all. So on the inside, Dr. Fu Manchu, and on that one's outside, Count Olaf, and this will be the second last in another circuit. Still between horses is the favourite Lord Voldemort. Towards the stand side, Lord Sauron. On the inside, Dr. No. And still the back marker is Mrs Coulter with one more circuit of Wincanton ahead of them. And it's Professor Moriarty who's made every yard to this point. And at the back of the main body of the field in the pink and purple, Dr No just been niggled along for a few strides. The horse is running in snatches here, on and off the bit. For a few strides he seems to be really relishing the battle, and then he seems to spit the dummy out and the jockey has to get into the drive for a few strides. And at the moment he's now just stalking the leaders and going a little bit better than he was about a furlong or so ago as they go over the water jump for the second and final time, and it's still Professor Moriarty who leads the way. So down the back straight, they go towards fence number 15 of the 22 in the Vile Villain Chase. And it's Professor Moriarty by 2 lengths now to Count Olaf, who's been ridden along in second. Also been niggled along now is Dr. Fu Manchu towards the inside with Lord Voldemort, and then round the outside is Lord Sauron. And Dr. No hit that fence really hard now in last place, and he's now getting reminders and dropping off the main body of the field as they go now towards the penultimate open ditch. Over that one, and awkward in the air was Professor Moriarty, but he still leads the way to Count Olaf in second, and now the favourite, Lord Voldemort, in the dark blue with the red half sleeves, gets a reminder, being ridden along towards the outside. Lord Sauron's still going well. The one taken quite wide is Mrs Coulter as they got over that plain fence, and Lord Voldemort hit that one really hard. And so they go now towards the fifth from home, the last in the back straight and the final open ditch. Professor Moriarty, lead was 2 lengths. Towards the inside is Count Olaf, but the one who is still swinging on the bit and extending the lady rider's arms is Lord Sauron, dark blue colours with the pink epaulettes. How well is he going? Problem is, what will he find when asked for a big effort in the home straight? Towards the inside, Dr. Fu Manchu is driven. So too to the outside is Mrs Coulter. And now Lord Voldemort is dropping back to the tail of the field because Dr. No looks as though he's about to be pulled up. So they get over the cross fence. That was 4 out. And it is Professor Moriarty. Looks as though the blinkers for the first time are working the oracle at this point. He leads by 3 lengths to Count Olaf towards the inside. Still swinging away on the bit. On the wide outside is Lord Sauron, who has now got to within 2.5 lengths of this leader and is still going so well as they come now down inside the final half mile. They have 3 more plain fences to take. It is Professor Moriarty towards the inside. The lead was just over 1.5 lengths to Lord Sauron in second. Count Olaf is in third. Lord Voldemort, the favourite, with a mountain to climb, in fourth. The second from home, Professor Moriarty, quickens away from it by 2 lengths, but there in second, still stalking menacingly, is Lord Sauron. The final fence, Professor Moriarty, the jockey, throws the kitchen sink. Now Lord Sauron is asked for his effort towards the near side. Lord Sauron has now powered to the lead. He's travelled so well and he delivers today. Lord Sauron wins. In second, Professor Moriarty, and in third, Count Olaf. Lord Sauron travels really well throughout the contest and has delivered the goods today at 11 to 1. So number 2, Lord Sauron, the winner at 11 to 1. Second was number 7, Professor Moriarty, the 4 to 1 joint second favourite. Third was number 5, Count Olaf, the other 4 to 1 joint second favourite. And back in 4th place was the 3 to 1 favourite, number 6, Lord Voldemort. We're on the all-weather track now at Lingfield for the Pasta Plate, 1.5 miles, and the last 3 runners to go in the red and black colours. That is number 5, Linguini, who's won 3 times on turf but has never run on an all-weather track before and is a 33 to 1 chance. In the white and black colours, that is horse number 4, Fuseli, moving in. A horse who comes here on a pretty good roll of form and is a 3 to 1 chance. Ravioli will be the last to load, 1.5 miles ahead of them. They're in the gate and they're off. Towards the inside rail, Vermicelli was a little bit slow to begin and also just taken back in the orange colours Macaroni and pulling hard towards the outside in the yellow and red check colours. That is Ravioli. Through the first furlong and a half they go, and the leader is Fuseli by 1.5 lengths. To the 2 to 1 favourite, Cannelloni in the dark blue with the pink cap, racing in second. Tortellini is in a clear third, and then in 4th place, the horse with the cheek pieces, the jockey in the beige and green, that is Rigatoni. Towards the inside, the pale yellow of Vermicelli, and then towards the outside, the red and black of Linguini. Now cutting towards the inside, Ravioli is last but one, and through the clubhouse turn, it is Macaroni who is at the back of the field. They've got no pace through the early stages. They go towards the final mile, and it is Fuseli who is out in front by 1.5 lengths. To Cannelloni, getting a good toe through in second position. Tortellini is in third. Towards the outside, Rigatoni is in 4th place. Towards the inside rail, that is Vermicelli, who is racing in 5th. A break then of just over a length to Linguini. Towards the inside, Ravioli, who hasn't really settled so far and still held up at the back of the field, is Macaroni, who is a 12 times winner. If he's going to record a 13th career success, he'll have to pass all 7 of his rivals in the final half of this contest. Down towards the end of the back straight they go. Fuseli has the lead here by just over a length. Cannelloni, the favourite, travels nicely, menacingly towards the outside in second. On the inside, Tortellini is in third and Rigatoni in fourth. To the inside, that is Vermicelli, followed towards the outside by Linguini. Towards the outside, Macaroni, still in a share of last place. And on the inside, Ravioli hasn't really helped the jockey through the first two-thirds of this contest and is still inclined to take a very strong hold. This will develop into a sprint down the straight because the leader is Fuseli and it's still a stacking field in behind. Cannelloni still travels nicely. On that one's outside, Linguini in the red colours. The 33-1 shot is travelling well too. On the inside, Tortellini. Now Rigatoni is being ridden along. Likewise is Macaroni. Vermicelli's towards the inside and the back marker is Ravioli. Less than a quarter of a mile to go. Fuseli has still got the lead. Here comes Cannelloni taking dead aim at the early leader. To the inside, that is Tortellini. And down the wide outside in the red colours, here finishes Linguini. Inside the final half furlong they go. Fuseli is holding on to a slender lead. Cannelloni between rivals. Linguini towards the outside. Linguini has put his head in front. Linguini in time. Linguini has caused a real shocker here. A 33-1 winner has beaten into second the long-time leader, Fuseli, and back in third, Cannelloni. So a first run on the all-weather is a winning one for number 5 on the card, Linguini, at 33-1. I hope you were on. Second was number 4, Fuseli, at 3-1 joint second favourite. And third number 1, Cannelloni, who went off the 2-1 favourite. We're at Ayr in Scotland for the Mr and Mrs Handicap. This is a sprint over just 5 furlongs, that is 1,000 metres on the straight course, and most of the runners are already loaded. The favourites in the green with the white spots and yellow sleeves, Misdemeanor, who is a 4-1 favourite here in a wide open race, already a 4 times winner and a good second in a competitive race last time out. The dark green with a pink star is number 8, Miss Heard, a 7-1 chance moving into the starting stalls, followed by the favourite Misdemeanor. And here's number 5, Mr Chance, a course and distance winner already, and a 6-1 chance on the betting boards today. 8 runners in the gate, and they're off. Just pinched back as the gates were released was Mr Chance, also slow to begin Mr Bus. The early speed to the far side rail, the orange cap of Misguided right up there, together with Miss Heard, and towards the near side is Mr Sitter. These then being followed by Mr Footing, over on the far side Mr Bus. Towards the near side in the pink and black quarters is Misfired. Alongside that one is Mr Chance, and as they go towards the halfway point, the favourite Misdemeanor is absolute last. It is now Miss Heard who has got the lead. To in second is Misguided to the far side rail. Then in third is Mr Sitter, who's there with every chance now. Misfired in the pink is being driven along. Looking for racing room is Mr Footing. Now the favourite Misdemeanor has been switched to the centre of the course and is eating up ground. Inside the final furlong they go. Mr Sitter a slender lead between horses Misfired. Towards the near side is Misdemeanor. Misdemeanor now has the head in front, and it is Misdemeanor who wins from last to first. In second, Mr Sitter, and in third, Misfired. Number 4, Misdemeanor, is a winning favourite at 4-1 and overcomes not a great deal of luck in running to win cosily in the end. Second was number 3, Mr Sitter, at 11-1, and third, number 6, Misfired, at 5-1. The Too Close to Call Cup is run at Beverley over a mile and a quarter. Horses already going into the starting stalls now. They're going to be racing on firm ground. The favourite in the dark blue with the yellow triple diamond and the predominantly yellow sleeves is number 1 on the card, that is Dead Cert. A 2-to-1 chance, the winner of his last 2 races, including a win up at Scotland at Hamilton last time out. Easy to spot Dead Cert, horse looks like Father Christmas. It's got a noseband and the sheepskin cheek pieces on the side of its face. In the blue with the white chevron and the checkered cap is number 5, By a Nose. A 14-to-1 chance. Now, By a Nose is beautifully bred and related some really good horses, but at the moment By a Nose has shown very, very little in the way of decent form. Last couple to load includes By Ahead, number 2, who's a 5-to-1 chance and already a course and distance winner here at Beverley. And the last one to move forward in the dark blue is number 8, Even Stevens, at 16-to-1. The blindfolds come off, they're just about set, and away they go. Away and racing over a mile and a quarter, and slow to begin was By a Nose. The early speed is put up by Photo Finish through the early stages to head bob towards the inside rail, and then a little bit wider is Jaws of Victory, the first 3 covered by a length and a half. To the inside rail, Even Stevens ran out of a little bit of racing room at the end of the first full and a half, with Rank Outsider towards the wide outside of the course and racing freely. Next in the field is Dead Cert, then towards the inside rail, By Ahead, and the back marker, a further 3 lengths away, is By a Nose. They go towards the final 7 furlongs, and it's Photo Finish who leads the way by a length and a half. The pale blue on the outside of Jaws of Victory has now just taken second. The red sleeves on the rail, head bob in third. Rank Outsider 4, Dead Cert 5. Even Stevens racing 6. A break of a length and a half. By Ahead is in 7th, and a further 3 lengths back to By a Nose as now they freewheel down the hill. I reckon the saddle may just have slipped forward a fraction on this leader, Photo Finish, as they go through the halfway point. Photo Finish by a length and a half to Jaws of Victory in second. The inside head bob in third. Rank Outsider 4th. Even Stevens 5 and Dead Cert the favourites in 6th. By Ahead is in 7th, and still 4 further lengths to pushed along. By a Nose, they're at the bottom of the hill, and Photo Finish still has the lead. The lead now 2 lengths to Jaws of Victory to the inside head bob. Round the outside is Rank Outsider. Dead Cert the favourite, travelling well between horses. To the inside, Even Stevens is now being driven along. Likewise By Ahead, and still at the back of the pack is By a Nose. Uphill towards the final quarter of a mile. Photo Finish feels the whip. Out in front by a length and a half. Jaws of Victory is head in the air in second. Dead Cert on a charge down the wide outside, followed by Even Stevens. And now By a Nose is picking up places one by one, has now taken third, and soon will take second and takes dead aim at Photo Finish, the leader. Photo Finish and By a Nose on a roll to victory here. It is By a Nose who wins from last to first, and By a Nose wins to beat into second. Photo Finish, Jaws of Victory third, and Dead Cert only fourth. By a Nose at 14-to-1 is the winner, comes from last to first. So number 5, By a Nose at 14-to-1 wins. Second, number 3, Photo Finish at 14-to-1. Third, number 4, Jaws of Victory at 7-to-1. Number 1, Dead Cert, was the unplaced 2-to-1 favourite. Newbury for the Fad Memorial Chase. 13 fencers, and they're running over 2 miles and 1 furlong. And this race is designed for horses at the beginning of their steeplechase career. A lot of them have got form over the smaller hurdles, but none of these have won so far over the bigger obstacles. So jumping will very much be at a premium. The favourite here is number 1, Dealey Boppers. You're looking for dark green colours with the white hoop and checkered sleeves. The 2-to-1 favourite has only finished out of the first 2 once in its last 6 starts. That includes 3 victories over the smaller hurdles, but he is blinkered for the first time. We'll have to see how he shapes up to jumping over the bigger fences with those blinkers on today. One of the other horses towards the top end of the betting market at 4-to-1 is number 2, the Mullet, who is in the green and orange hoops with the white cap. Another horse who comes here with some good form over hurdles. How will he handle these bigger obstacles this afternoon? They're walking in and they're off for the Fad Memorial Chase. 2 miles and 1 furlong. They take a couple of fences before they come up past the enclosures, and it's Smiley Badge who leads them to the first of the 13 fences they take. Getting rather low in second was the Mullet, and they're all safely over. Towards the rear of the field at the moment, Sinclair C5, the pink cap and the blue and yellow stripes, pulling quite hard towards the near side is Billy Bass. They go over fence number 2, and it was Smiley Badge who led the way. The Mullet was more fluent over the second than he was over the first, and then Pet Rock, who's in the light blue, racing in third, and then the favourite in the dark green, that is Dealey Boppers, in fourth, and this is the one and only water jump in this contest, right in front of the stands, and they're all safely over. So it's Smiley Badge who leads the way. So the hoops of the Mullet towards the inside, the pale blue and pink of Pet Rock on that one's outside, then the dark green of the favourite Dealey Boppers. The brown between horses is Furry Dice. The all-royal blue jacket with the white sleeves on the inside is Roller Disco, and still Billy Bass is towards the tail of the field together with Sinclair C5. They head down the back straight, and it's Smiley Badge who's made every yard to this point. Takes them now into the wings of fence number 4, and the leader stood off that a long way, jumps it really well. Back in the field, it was a slight mistake by Furry Dice in the brown with the red stars. They go now towards the first of the 2 open ditches in this contest. Big test for these novice chasers, and they're all safely over. So it's Smiley Badge who leads the way, to the Mullet in second, closing up Roller Disco towards the inside, and then on the left as we look down the track, the dark green of Dealey Boppers, and there was a mistake just in advance of Dealey Boppers there by Pet Rock, who hit that fence really hard. Billy Bass is now being ridden along towards the tail of the field as well as they go towards the middle fence down the back straight. And over that one, it was on the inside. Roller Disco, who's now come through to be interested for the lead with Smiley Badge and then the Mullet. And these then being followed by Pet Rock. And on that one's inside came Furry Dice. And then Dealy Boppers. Only got a couple behind as they've gone through the halfway point. And they are still Sinclair C5 and towards the outside the ridden along Billy Bass. So they now are about to leave the back straight behind them. They've got 5 more fences to take, and the next fence is taken on the side of the course, and this is where they do begin to quicken, and this is another tricky fence coming up for these inexperienced chasers. And it's Smiley Badge who leads the way by just a length to Roller Disco in second, towards the outside the Mullet in the hooped colours is in third, then Pet Rock towards the outside of Furry Dice, and then Dealy Boppers as they get over the cross fence, and then at the back of the field Billy Bass, who's still being driven, and now Sinclair C5 is the slow coach at the back. They begin to make the turn in line for home with 4 more fences to take, and it's now Roller Disco who has taken the lead. To the outside is Smiley Badge, to the inside that is Furry Dice, and then back in 4th place and now staying on well is Dealy Boppers as they come down now towards the 4th from home. It's Roller Disco, the blue with the white sleeves. Oh, he breasted that fence, he hit it hard. Another mistake by the Mullet, and also at the back of the field a mistake by Billy Bass as they come down now towards the final open ditch, the 3rd from home. And it's Roller Disco who just has the lead. Smiley Badge towards the near side, the red sleeves. The brown on the far side, that is Furry Dice, the favourite. Dealy Boppers now driven back in 4th place. Pet Rock has been pulled up as they got over the 2nd from home, and it's Roller Disco has just still got the lead. To on the far side Furry Dice, to the near side that is Smiley Badge who's trying to rally between horses. Dealy Boppers comes again, the final fence, still 4 of them with a chance. It's Roller Disco, Dealy Boppers, the far side Furry Dice, no more from Smiley Badge. Inside the final half furlong they go, and it is Dealy Boppers who is driven clear by a length and a half from Roller Disco in second, and it's Dealy Boppers who will win. Dealy Boppers in front, Roller Disco in second, and back in third, Smiley Badge. It didn't look likely as they came down towards the final couple of fences, but in the end the favourite has obliged. Number 1, Dealy Boppers wins and was the 2-1 favourite. Second, number 3, Roller Disco at 6-1, and third was number 6, Smiley Badge at 14-1.